Hello everyone, welcome back to Infinite Throwbacks. This is episode 6, and today we're taking a look at Captain Jack Sparrow. This is from the famous Pirates of the Caribbean series, which I am a huge fan of. Oh my gosh, I love every movie. I've seen all of them at least 5 times. The Curse of the Black Pearl is perfect. It's perfection. Their sequels are amazing. I'd say Dead Man Tell No Tales is probably my least favorite, but it's still nice. It's still good. Um, Hot take. On Stranger Tides is my second favorite. I know, I'm gonna get hate for that, but whatever. It's, it's my opinion. But this is Jack Sparrow, or there should be a captain in that somewhere. And this is one of the earliest Infinity figures. This is 1.0, so it's one of the first figures that they made, actually. He came in the starter packs along with Sully or James P. Sullivan from Monsters Inc. and also Mr. Incredible from The Incredibles, and of course Jack Sparrow is from Pirates. I'd say the Pirates movies are definitely some of my favorite movies like ever. They're just so like awesome. Especially the first one, especially The Curse of the Black Pearl. But yeah, here's Jack. I'll give you a 360-degree view of him. Here we go. He is definitely a kind of a different character. He's very unique. Johnny Depp made him into a legend for sure. Really great. Sorry if it's a little bit dusty. Oof. But he's been on the show for a while, or in the box, let's say, for a while. Unfortunately, I was never able to get the J.V. Jones or the Captain Barbossa figures. One of my best friends, he has those, which is really cool. I got to try them out. He actually has a lot of the original Disney Infinity figures. I think almost all the original ones that they created, which is pretty cool. Um, I only have a few of the 1.0s, mostly because they're a little bit hard to find now, especially the Pirates ones, like the Incredibles, like the Cars. They're all really hard to find. So if you have some of those, keep them. They're probably worth a little bit, money right now, especially since Disney Infinity canceled some years ago. So if you have some of the older figures, you might want to keep them or sell them because they're kind of valuable. Here is Captain Jack. I think he's done particularly well because he's in the Infinity art style. I think they captured all of the right elements. Like he's got his sword, he's got his compass, he's got his hat, he's got his long coat, and he's got the different rings on his fingers and he's the dreadlocks and all the different doodads and random junk that's on him. And it just looks really great. I like the pose. The pose is definitely Jack. That's definitely Sparrow. That kind of ridiculous yet confident yet kind of snarky fun personality that Jack has, really well captured. You can see him here. I did want to talk about the base like quickly. This is exclusive to just the Pirates characters. So I think this is the deck of the Black Pearl. It looks kind of like it. You can see this, it's kind of like a wood plank. So there's just basically wood, painted wood with some rivets and nails. Sorry if it's dusty. Sorry about that. But he's standing on that, so that's cool. I believe this is either the Black Pearl deck or it could be like a random ship or a random like island, like a random pub or something. It definitely looks like the Black Pearl. Let's just call it that. But here he is. You can see his awesome face there. Definitely Jack. That's definitely Jack. You can see his hat, his tricorn hat with that popsicle stick. You got the bandana showing a little bit. You've got the dreadlocks, some coins, and random stuff in his hair. Here's the back of him. You can see the rest of his bandana kind of flowing in the wind. Really awesome. I love his long coat. It's so cool. Oh, it's so cool. The detail on this is fantastic. He's got his little little goatee beard. He's got his dreadlocks. Got his kind of his undersuit, which is like bluish, and it's really cool. He's got his belt and his sash. He's got this washcloth with his compass that only points north. Got his cutlass, of course. Mine's a little bit bended, but that's fine. Really great. Love his boots as well. The detail on this is really awesome. And Captain Jack is pretty sweet. In the game, he is a little bit basic. Unlike the 2.0 Marvel characters and some of the Disney ones, and especially the Star Wars ones, those kind of outshine Jack because he's one of the early figures. He doesn't have a lot of unique moves in the game. Like he's very basic. Like he's got the sword attacks, he's got his pistol, and that's kind of it. There's not really that much to him in terms of gameplay, which is a little bit of a shame. But it's because he's one of the older figures, like he's one of the earliest designs. So that's kind of why he doesn't play as unique as like some of the other ones, which is fine because he's like he makes up for the lack of combo moves with his design of his figure. Like that just looks so awesome. I would have loved to see Elizabeth, because she's my favorite, or Will Turner. That would have been sweet to get him, or even Blackbeard. Imagine Blackbeard in the game. That would have been so lit. Um, but yeah, I love him. He's not voiced by Johnny Depp. Unfortunately, they were not able to get him to voice him, but the actor that does voice him does a incredible job of impersonating Depp, which is cool. He almost sounds like Depp, almost. It's almost him, but it's not bad. It's just really nice. That he does have some great moves. Again, he's not a complex character. Like not a you're not gonna find a whole lot of uniqueness with Jack. He doesn't have a special move. He doesn't have regeneration. He's not a superhero. He doesn't have any powers, but he makes up for all of that with his voice, his mannerisms, the way he walks, the way he talks, and the way he fights is pretty unpredictable. Because he's a pirate, he cheats. So, he doesn't fight clean, he fights dirty because he's a pirate, like that's what you expect. Um, just really awesome. He's a great figure. Again, my only complaint, I wish he was more like of a unique fighter. I wish he had a special move. I wish he could maybe regenerate. Would have been cool to see him have a super jump or something. I wish he had more unique attacks. But all that aside, I think he's still a wonderful figure and a really great collectible. Like this is Disney Infinity. You know this art style, and you know it's Jack Sparrow because it's him. Like he's just that famous and that cool that you know who he is. And yeah, he might not be a super complex gameplay wise, but he's still unpredictable. You don't know what this guy's gonna do, and that's fun. That's part of his character. So yeah, I think someday, if I can, hopefully, I would like to get the Davy Jones. I'm a big fan of him, big fan of Barbosa. I would like to get those two figures at some point, just like to complete the collection of Infinity Pirates. Um, hope I kind of want to try the first playset of Pirates because I only got to Disney Infinity. I got into it with 2.0, so when the Marvel stuff was out. I didn't get a chance to play the Pirates of the Caribbean playset or the Monsters University or the Incredibles just because I didn't have that version. I didn't have 1.0. So I did actually get, I think if I ever see that best friend I mentioned, I think I would like to try out that playset a little bit so I can see what that's like because I haven't played it, but he's got it. So I'd like to see if he will let me try that if we see each other. But yeah, this figure is incredible. I love Captain Jack. Definitely one of my favorite characters, like, of Disney in general. I think Elizabeth is probably my favorite. Well, it's either her or Jack. It's kind of tied between Elizabeth or Jack. I would have loved to see an Elizabeth figure. That would have been so great. But unfortunately, we just got 3, but still the most recognizable characters of Pirates. So that's nice. Um, I think Davy Jones was the only one that's voiced by his actor, Bill Nighy. I think that's how you say it. So yeah, he was definitely voiced by him. I can tell because I'm a big fan of the franchise. Um, I would recommend seeing at least The Curse of the Black Pearl. If you haven't seen any of the Pirates movies, that one's the best. It looks the best, it sounds the best, and it has the best action. So The Curse of the Black Pearl, the best of the five, but the other four are awesome as well. Um, yeah, I own all of them. Well, not all of them. Sorry, I don't own the fifth one yet, but I own all four of the originals, which is awesome. Um, yeah, Jack Sparrow, great Infinity figure. Definitely one of my personal favorite figures. Um, I was really happy to get him. Um, so I love this guy. Is fantastic. Definitely pick him up if you're a fan of the Pirates movies or just Jack. If you just want a cool Jack Sparrow figure and you don't want to play with it, I think this is a great way to go. If you can find him, that is, because he is kind of rare because he's from 1.0, and yeah, those are kind of rare nowadays. So if you have him, cherish him. I will continue to do so and enjoy playing as Jack. But thanks for watching. Hope you like this one. The more episodes are coming as well, so stay tuned for those. Hope I showed you everything you wanted to see, and yeah, a pirate's life for me, eh? Savvy. So hope you like this episode, and I will see you in the next one. Take care, and hope you're enjoying these.